If you think you need to be wealthy to move to Greece, and you don't, but you do need to understand what life actually costs and how much flexibility you really have, because there isn't one number. Your budget depends on where you live, your lifestyle, and your priorities. For context, the overall cost of living in Greece is still roughly 30 to 40% lower than many major Western cities. And today, I want to give you a realistic picture based on our experience and what we see with families moving here. The biggest expenses in Greece are similar to most developed countries: housing and education. Housing has been rising recently. Property prices in Athens have increased more than 40% since around 2018 as the market recovered. But even with that growth, prices are still far below cities like London, Toronto, or Sydney. Where you live makes a difference. Athens costs more than smaller cities. Islands cost more than the mainland. New construction costs more than older apartments. And then there's lifestyle, how often you go out, how much you travel, whether you want convenience or simplicity. All of these decisions shape your monthly spending. Before moving to Greece, our family lived in Los Angeles. Our monthly expenses were typically around $20,000. And I know that sounds like a lot. But with two small kids, a large mortgage, property taxes, childcare, activities, groceries, insurance, and it adds up quickly. We weren't living extravagantly. We were living what many professional families experience in major cities. When we moved to Athens, the most expensive city in Greece, our overall cost of living dropped dramatically. Now, to put things in perspective, our Athens budget is about $5,000 per month. And more importantly, our quality of life improved. We felt less financial pressure, and daily life became calmer. One helpful way to understand the difference is to compare Greece to other global cities. Take Toronto. Rent there is more than double Athens on average. A family apartment might cost 2,000 to 3,000 euros, as converted from Canadian dollars, per month in Toronto. In Athens, comparable space is often closer to 1,000 to 1,500. That difference alone can completely change a family's monthly budget. Australia is another good example. In cities like Sydney, everyday groceries are noticeably more expensive than in Greece. Food costs are typically 30 to 50% higher on average, and some fresh items can cost 2 or 3 times more depending on the season. So when you combine lower housing costs with lower daily expenses, the overall lifestyle budget starts to look very different.